and we're going to work with you this morning just for this lesson. We're doing a bit of work around the North East region, trying to raise people's awareness, people like you, awareness of the range of job opportunities that there are in the North East itself. So today we're going to work with you around the energy industry. You'll find out a bit about job opportunities in the energy industry and also some of the fantastic, exciting work that's happening in the North East itself in this industry. At the table, can you have a quick discussion, just 2 or 3 minutes, of the kinds of energy that you might have used this morning when you were getting up and getting ready for school and coming to school? And just jot down different types of energy.
Heat energy.
At this table here, do you have any other kinds?
Electrical.
Yes, how did you use electrical energy?
Straightness.
With your hair straight? Yep.
Gravitational potential.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Yes. And when did you use that?
When I was at the top of the stairs.
And you came down the stairs, yes. So I'm going to pass over to Dennis and he's going to talk about some of the different ways that we might produce energy.
But the problem is that a lot of that actually is having the greenhouse effect. The coal industry especially is having a greenhouse effect. You all should have heard of that, haven't you? Have any of you heard about the kinds of energy that we think might help get rid of the greenhouse effect or stop it? The kind of energy?
Wind.
Yeah.
Biomass.
Brilliant. What do you know about that?
It's where like you put down things, but like the trees that grow every year, that kind of will and let you burn.
Excellent. Great. You don't need my notes, thank you for knowing all already. And I think what people don't understand always is the North East is one of the best places in the UK for developing new energies and investing in new energies and developing jobs in new energies, and that's really one of the kind of things we want to talk to you about.
That's just
My name's Alex Fowler and my current job title is Energy Leadership Council Senior Specialist at One North East. My roots are in Middlesbrough, Teesside. I was born and bred in Middlesbrough. I was educated in Middlesbrough until I went to, when I was 18 years old, I went to university at the Newcastle upon Tyne. Had a really enjoyable 3 years in Newcastle, and where I did a BSc Honours in Geography, Physical Geography, which was concentrating on issues which I was really interested in, like environmental issues. Following on from that, I was lucky enough to land my first job, which was in Newcastle upon Tyne. That was working for the UK's leading fuel poverty charity, who are called National Energy Action. And just a little bit about fuel poverty. Fuel poverty is basically where a householder is struggling to actually afford to pay for their fuel bills, where they spend more than 10% of their overall income on actually paying to keep warm in the house and to run their appliances like TVs, etc. And again, my specific area of work within that was looking at new technologies, exciting low carbon technologies, which could help people reduce fuel bills in their house. In terms of the electric vehicles, the types of place where we want to start putting the charging infrastructure is places where people will commonly be parking up their vehicles. So, for example, it's train stations, it's offices, and also places you might visit like the retail parks, the supermarkets, and making sure that when you leave that vehicle, you can plug it into the charging point, and when you come back to it, you'll have enough charge to get yourself back home.
175 million pounds is lost by leaving VCRs on standby.
What about the kind of jobs that he talked about?
Manufacturing the parts for like new energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there will be like loads of different jobs like in communication and like administration and stuff like that.
Now Sue's going to look a bit more at the job thing.
Yeah. But it would be really useful to find out a little bit more about jobs. Not just in the energy industry, but where are the big job opportunities going to be in the next few years? And I've got some little envelopes with cards in, so if you can take out the cards on each table and have a look at these jobs. Right, inside your envelope there are 15 cards. Each one has a different job title on it. Now, in those 15 jobs, there are the 10 top jobs for growth in 2009. In this year, in the UK, just in case there are any jobs you're not sure of, I've got a very short fact sheet just with one sentence about what each of those people do.
Yeah.
So have you got 9 here?
Did anybody pick out one job that you think is growing faster than any others? The second top job is very much linked to the kinds of stuff we were talking about today, and that is the environmental consultant. Third one, believe it or not, is cosmetologist. I must book my Botox. So I just want to recap what we've done. We found out a little bit about how important energy is to us in our lives, that some of the sources of energy that we're using, like coal and gas, are running out. So we've got to start thinking about other sources. Also, coal and gas are quite damaging to the environment in terms of the carbon dioxide they're producing, global warming and that sort of thing is happening. We've looked at the massive energy industry opportunities in the northeast, particularly in renewables, and found out a bit about those industries. And finally started to relate those to job opportunities, and these are real job opportunities that will be there for you whenever you want them, you know, whether it's at 18, 21, 25, whenever you stop your full-time learning. Okay, so thanks so much for listening, and thanks for all the hard work you put into your answers today.
The last thing I'm doing is giving you a little fact sheet so you can educate your mum and dad as well about what's happening in energy in the North East, and remember the kind of things we've talked about so you can take these away with you.